Welcome to the Build Your Reiki Business podcast. I'm Christian of Standing Stones Healing, founder of the Reiki Business Collective and creator of the Build Your Reiki Business program, sending blessings and best wishes to your Reiki business. Because the Reiki business journey isn't easy, and because it can be challenging to start and grow a Reiki business, there is sometimes the inclination to look at what other practitioners are doing and to copy them. Greetings, welcome, and thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Build Your Reiki Business podcast. I'm Christian Stone, helping you to design and grow your aligned Reiki business. And in this episode, we're talking about copying from other practitioners and why that might not seem like such a good idea. But first, let's talk about what copying is and how it comes about on the journey. When we are starting and growing our Reiki business, there's often a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty, and a lot of overwhelm. And I don't know about you, but when I first started, I had no clue about business things. No idea what to do or how to do it. And when we are in this frame of mind, we're often looking for some kind of certainty in terms of what to do and how to do it, what actions to take. And so it's natural and normal for us to look to others on the journey to see what they are doing and to copy what they are doing. You know, humans are copiers. We are animals that mimic one another. And we learn by seeing what other humans are doing. And so, of course, it would make sense that when we're trying to learn what to do in a Reiki business, that we're going to look to other practitioners to see what they do and to mimic what they do. This is especially true when we are having challenges in our own Reiki business. And so, copying, when we want to look to do what other practitioners are doing, often comes about on the Reiki business journey in a couple of places. It pops up in the Nebula, and this is the stage when things are uncertain, unformed. Maybe we're just getting started, or maybe we're starting over. And in this stage, we can feel the desire to copy what other practitioners are doing in their business because we just simply have no clue what to do. The desire to copy can also pop up in the forest, the stage after the nebula. And in the forest, this desire to copy often comes up because growth is so slow, because we've been trying things and have been challenged to figure out what really works. And we've maybe tried a lot of things and none of them seem to be working. So we think, I know, I'm just going to copy what other practitioners are doing. And in the third stage of the Reiki business journey, the tower, in which we want to tear things down and start all over or rebuild in a different way, the desire to copy can show up from a place of, oh my gosh, now what do I do? Now where do I turn? And so the kinds of feelings that result from the tower are similar to the experience in the nebula. Now, I talk all about these three stages to help you discover and navigate where you are in a free workshop recording. I'll drop that down below, reikibusiness.com/stages. But I just want to set the stage for where copying can show up on the Reiki business journey and the context around that and what might drive us to copy. Because the desire to copy is not inherently bad because it is a very human drive. So if you find yourself wanting to copy other practitioners to do what they are doing, it's not bad or wrong. Now, let me give you some examples of exactly what this copying, quote, copying can look like. It can look like your Reiki practitioner friend who has combined Reiki with reflexology and is doing really well. And you think, oh, if I just copy her and combine Reiki with reflexology, I'll have a thriving Reiki business too. Or you see someone posting on social media, and this practitioner's posts get a lot of engagement, and you think, oh, if I just copy those posts, then yes, I'm going to get a lot of engagement too. By the way, of course, copying them word for word is illegal. This is plagiarism. And so in this episode, I'm not talking specifically about copying word for word, copy and paste what someone is doing. Please do not do that. That is illegal. I do have a podcast episode on copyright and plagiarism. But even not necessarily copying and pasting exactly what this practitioner has written, but maybe you try to figure out what they're doing. You are maybe taking their posts and having AI rewrite them in your voice. That's a form of copying what other practitioners are doing. Or let's say you like some practitioner's website and you just follow what they do on their website. All of these are normal and natural and human to do. But copying is not a strategy. And on our Reiki business journey, strategy is really helpful. And copying from other practitioners is not a good idea because we don't know their strategy. We don't know why they're doing what they are doing. And when we copy from practitioners who seem to have a thriving business and who seem to know what they're doing, it's not necessarily true. What I've seen happen over the years is that a practitioner will see what one practitioner is doing, for instance, on social media, and they will copy what they're doing. They will mimic what they are doing without knowing or realizing that that practitioner also has no idea what they are doing, and they also are mimicking what they're seeing another practitioner do because they seem successful in their Reiki business. And so, what happens then is that we have practitioners who don't know what they're doing copying other practitioners who also don't know what they're doing, but who simply seem like they do. Now, there are marketing gurus out there who recommend mimicking what others are doing. So they recommend following a practitioner who you admire, who has the kind of business that you would like to have, and then do the things that they do. And I'm always so surprised when I hear that advice because it's terrible. It's terrible advice. Several years ago, I had someone in my orbit who I met at the beginning of their Reiki business journey, and I could tell they were struggling. I could tell they were in the nebula and had no idea what they were doing. And I offered to support them through coaching. They declined and stuck around in my orbit for a couple of years until suddenly one day they were gone, completely gone, to the point where I thought something had happened to them. I was concerned. I reached out to their friends, is this person okay? And was told, yes, they're okay. And suddenly they're doing all of the things that you were doing in your business. Okay, that's fine. And this person had no idea why I was doing what I was doing. This person had no idea what my strategy was. Of course, I would have shared that with coaching and personalized support, but here they were following me, watching what I did, and then disappearing and doing the things that I did without knowing why I was doing them. And that piece is so very important when we are mimicking someone in our Reiki business, when we are doing what other practitioners are doing, is that strategy piece that we do not know. So if you were to do the things that I am doing in my Reiki business, and you're saying, well, Christian is successful, Christian has a great Reiki business, I'll just do the things that Christian is doing. I'll do a podcast. I'll copy his website. I'll do all of the things that he is doing. But there are a couple of problems with that. Number one, I didn't do all of the things I'm doing all at once right away. And so trying to do all of the things all at once right away is not a good idea. I do not recommend that. Second of all, you don't have any insight into why I'm doing the things I'm doing. And when we're doing things without knowing why, when there is zero strategy behind it except to do what this other practitioner is doing, we are setting ourselves up for failure. We're also setting ourselves up for a business that is not aligned. If we are mimicking what other practitioners are doing and we are simply adopting the things that they're doing into our own business without deeper reflection, without strategy, without alignment, it's going to feel inauthentic. It's not going to be us and who we are. And if it doesn't feel authentic, the chances are pretty good that it's not going to feel fulfilling. And your clients, potential clients, your audience is going to know that. They're going to feel that. And maybe not even right away, but eventually. When we build someone else's Reiki business because we're mimicking, copying what they do, we are neglecting our own passion, our own intuition, and from a business sense, our own clients and students and audience and what resonates with them. Getting ideas and inspiration from other Reiki practitioners is one thing, but outright copying what they're doing is another. And copying is not a business strategy. What I do recommend is that if you find a practitioner whose style resonates with you, who has the kind of business that you would want, and who you take inspiration from, is to reach out to them and to ask about why they're doing what they're doing, to ask if they're willing to mentor you in the strategy, to find out the why behind what's on their website, what they share in their emails, or why they are offering a particular class. This is so much more helpful and effective than saying something like, oh, I really like this particular practitioner's emails. I'm just going to copy and send out emails just like them. So, if you have ever had the desire to copy another Reiki practitioner, if you've ever had the experience where you're saying, I don't know what to do, I don't know what actions to take, things aren't working, this other practitioner seems to be knowing what they're doing, I'm just going to copy them, you are indeed very normal, you're very human. And even though you might hear some marketing gurus recommend this tactic, I certainly don't. Now, of course, I share lots of proven tactics and the strategy behind it in the Build Your Reiki Business Guided program, and you can learn more at reikibusiness.com/build. Yes, The link is down below, along with the link to grab that free 3 Common Reiki Stages workshop recording to help you discover where you are on the Reiki business journey and how to move forward. Have you ever had the desire to copy another practitioner? Have you ever copied another practitioner? If so, you are not alone. Join us in the Reiki Business Collective Facebook group and tell us all about it at facebook.com/groups/Reiki Biz. Sending lots of blessings and best wishes to your Reiki business and to your authentic, aligned Reiki business that is your own. Thanks for tuning in to the Build Your Reiki Business podcast. Please like, share, subscribe, and send to a friend. Learn more about the Build Your Reiki Business program at standingstoneshealing.com/build, sending blessings and best wishes to your Reiki business.